Hi, this is Tim with Guard Digital Marketing. So I got this video coming to you as promised. I'm going to look at a few things, see if I can't give you a few simple tips here to improve some of your online presence and traffic as a company. So as you can see here, I have the homepage of the website pulled up, which I'll look into here in just a second, but I really like the look of the website. Um, but let's go ahead and take a look at a Google search page here. So I've typed in roofers, Sioux City, Iowa. So this is, somebody in the area would be typing in to find a roofer. If they didn't have anybody in mind already. Now you could do this with any of the other services that you guys provide, for siding, windows, patios and decks, doors. Any of this would be the same. So you want to be able to rank on this first page for all these different services that you guys provide in the areas that you do them, so that you can really just dominate and maximize the amount of traffic that you're getting when it comes to an online search. So we obviously want to be on the first page for these types of what we consider to be keywords, which are phrases that you want to have within your website too. Just because 75 to 80% of the people, when they search these things into Google, are going to stick on this first page, right? Now, there's going to be a few ways to do that. We're seeing these ads right up top here. So these are going to be, I would say, I don't really like necessarily doing the ads, but if you needed customers like right here, right now to be able to survive, this would be the way to do it. Otherwise, I would look at doing it organically, and that being through this map pack here or the actual listings down below. Now, you want to be able to be within this map pack because about 30 to 40% of your entire traffic online is going to come from this alone. And we would just be able to see that because, with you being in the top three here, if somebody sees something they like, they're going to, stick within here. They'll never hit this more businesses button, and then they'll never scroll down into the actual listings here either. Okay. But we do have the listings here as well. So we see quite a few directories right up top, which makes it a little bit worse if you're down here. If you're on the first page or listing wise, if you're on the first page, good, but the closer to this map pack, the better. So these first three are going to be the best to rank for. But we have Cultural Roofing here, being the first actual company here in Sioux City. So I pulled them up to do a quick kind of overview of the two websites. Now, coming back to your website, like I said, I really like the look of it. It's really nice and smooth. Let's see here. Now, the other reason I always kind of like to look at a website too is for the actual content that's on it. So, stuff like this, the stuff that I can highlight, the actual words, because when Google comes in here and crawls your website, they're not looking at it how me and you look at it with human eyes. They're actually coming in and reading everything, okay? So, with that being said, you have to be able to tell a story to Google on what you guys do and where you do it at. And Google will recognize that and then throw you into their search engine accordingly. Um, so, with that being said, Google likes to see 1,500 to 2,000 words of content alone just on the first page or just on your home page here. So, when we scroll down, we can tell we're going to be quite light when it comes to that amount of content to make Google happy. Now, what that also allows you to do, and this is a rule of thumb for the rest of the website as well, is for every 150 to 200 words of content, you should have one of these buyer intent keywords that I was talking about. So, like roofers, Sioux City, Iowa. Or siding, Sioux City, so on and so forth. So that, again, Google can figure out what you guys do and where you do it at. And again, it can rank you accordingly. So that's something I would definitely be looking at, is get more content on here, because I did a little research beforehand too, okay? So this is my next objective always. This is a paid program I use called Eris. Now, I threw your guys' website URL in here, as you can see. And this gives me a quick dashboard of numbers that I can kind of see general health and performance of a website, and then it's great for comparisons, and I can even dive into some of these numbers too and do a little bit more research. So these first two numbers here are a DR and a UR rating. These are for power and trust that Google gives your website. First one's for the entire website. Second one is just for the home page, the UR. Now these are rated out of 100, so we can tell we haven't built much power and trust up with Google as of yet, okay? So that means in return, Google's not going to want to rank us high within their search engine as of yet either. But that's also compared about, to the actual competition in your area, how well they're doing this, so on and so forth. But in general, these aren't going to be the highest ratings that we can obviously get. Now you build that power and trust through these backlinks that come from these referring domains. Now, I would typically say if you're going to have close to 1,000 backlinks, you would definitely need higher ratings here. So what this is telling me is the backlinks that are coming from these referring domains that you do have are currently not of the highest quality, meaning the websites that you're getting these backlinks from are not necessarily have the highest power and trust with Google as of yet either. So in the future, you want to obviously build these up um, quantity wise, but also quality wise, right? Because if you have big dog websites that have a lot of power and trust with Google already pointing at you saying, yes, you're a great company to work with, that's in return going to build a lot of credibility with Google on your end as well. Okay, now here's what is throwing me for a little bit of loop. Okay, you guys offer a lot of service in quite a fairly decent sized area. Okay, I think you probably got a population that you service of probably 150,000, somewhere in there. Um, so with that being said, you only have 7 keywords within your website. And what this means is there's only 7 phrases that somebody could type into Google to be able to find you if they didn't know who you were already. Okay. And I dove in here. We can see, guarantee roofing, guaranteed roofing, roofing guarantee, so on and so forth. The only ones that are kind of somewhat I would consider buyer intent is this guarantee roofing Sioux Falls, so north of you guys, and then home warranty company Sioux City, right? So we need to find out and do research on more of these keywords. So a type of service attached to a location. So this means that somebody can find you if they don't know who you are, but they need your service in that area, right? Now, what's bad about the ones you're getting traffic from currently are these top two, guarantee roofing and guaranteed roofing. These are going to be nationwide searches, right? Because there's guaranteed roofings, out in my area, in the Missouri area. So I mean, this is going to be a nationwide search first off. So if you did guarantee roofing attached to Sioux City, now you're looking more at what we would consider buyer intent, somebody within your area. Because we don't want somebody from California calling you or coming into your website necessarily. It's not going to be the best for us to turn them into a paying customer. So that's where I'm kind of looking at. So we know your traffic is coming in from nationwide searches, right? We need your traffic to come in from people within your area, okay, so that you can turn them into a paying customer. Now, this is that top competitor within the area, one of them. So you can see their power and trust ratings here and the little amount of backlinks that they have, right? Their UR is the same, but their DR is a little bit higher. So this tells you can get the same amount of power and trust from very little backlinks, showing you that, it's also going to be quality when it comes down to it. Now they have quite a few more keywords. Doing the research in the area, again, I'd have to figure out how many keywords are actually within this area. But we can see they're only getting 8 traffic per month. But if we come in here and see where their traffic's coming from too, their traffic really isn't coming from any great keyword either. Um, they got roofing contractor Sioux Falls, which is South Dakota. We can see that gets 250 searches per month, but this company is on the 4th or 5th page of Google. So this all comes into effect, right? And again, I don't know what areas exactly you serve. You'd have to tell me that. I don't know if there's going to be, I don't know if there's enough work in the Sioux City area at all either. But that's all stuff you can get back to me after you watch the video. So I'm going to cut it here. You can obviously see, some of the things that we're going to need to work on. One of the things is getting your Google business profile ranked up within this top 3. Definitely need to figure out some content on the website as well. I love the overall look and everything like that. So I don't think that needs to be messed with at all, but definitely need to get more content and keywords within to the website. And then really just build up some great power and trust so that you can dominate any area that you would want to and really start bringing in the buyer intent traffic that you can then convert into a paying customer for you. So with that being said, I really appreciate you taking time out of your busy day to watch the video. And then if you have any questions or concerns, I'd love to hear feedback from you as well. Excuse me. You can do that whether that is a phone call, an email, or a text. Thanks.